Kscope 2015 in Florida.
So we're here at Kscope 15 in Florida, and I'm Todd Trichler, a developer outreach advocate, and I have with me Anton Nielsen, who is an Oracle ace and just did a phenomenal talk this morning, a hands-on lab workshop where you got to build your own weather temperature controller,
yes.
And it used Apex, it used ORDS, JavaScript, and JSON, all those really cool things, and it worked.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was excellent. What was impressive about it is you guys have just done a really good job of putting together the hands-on lab. I mean, very well done.
More work than I anticipated, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you're even having your daughter solder the boards, the electronic boards, and your son over there helping people out and walking them through the things. Very good. But actually what I want to talk to you about is your other session that you did was on Apex with the SaaS application, multi-tenant, virtual private database, really a high-end application, you would think. So you obviously have a lot of experience in that.
We do.
You know, there has been this theme at the conference, which Joel said, let's wreck this together. About, hey, Apex is more than just an Excel replacement. It really is capable of handling high-end enterprise structure, multiple developers. What's your largest thing, or one of the larger projects that you can talk about that you can think of?
Well, we've got a couple of really large projects, and it depends a little bit on how you want to measure it, but we've got a project with a couple hundred very active users that use it all day long. It's their primary interface into the system. It's essentially a CRM application where they every interaction with the company comes in through this system. And so these users are in a call center environment. It needs to be up 100% of the time, and it screen pops right into Apex. So every phone call that comes in pops an Apex screen. And it's up all the time.
24/7.
Absolutely. In fact, we're just getting involved with EBR so that it can even be upgraded on the fly while they're on the phone.
Because they do not want to be having downtime, so they will use EBR to do that live application migration.
Right. That's exactly right.
That's excellent.
So we're in the process of that. On the other side, we've got applications that have far fewer users, but vast amounts of data. In the biopharmaceutical and bio-research arenas, we've got a client with a petabyte of data, and they're using an Apex front end to access that data. And it's far fewer users, but the data is coming in.
Is
huge.
Is it that, like those medical scans and stuff like that I would assume?
All kinds of things like that.
Yeah.
And in at least one case of this large data set, it's actually very small data sets, but vast amounts of it. So we've got basically two ways of getting lots of data. A single large data row versus lots of little rows. And they do both.
And it handles both very well.
Absolutely right, yeah.
Excellent.
So we're big into big.
Big into big. And both of those were Apex systems?
That's right.
Using what? Apex 4, 2, or?
Well, we started in the call center, we started on 3.2.
Yeah.
And we've upgraded it to 4.1, 4.2.
Yeah.
We're not on 5 yet in that area, but we're getting close.
And that's the one that you're talking where they were looking at edition-based redefinition, EBR,
That's right.
to actually do the application migration, because it is such a business-critical application that they can't have it down, because when their call center is down, they're losing money.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
That's great. And the one where like in the BioSense, is that like those huge graphics? Are you using, like, is it using the database native types, or how is that? How are you handling those?
So there's a couple of different areas. One is DNA sequencing, and I'm actually not one of the scientists, so I can't really tell you how they actually do it. So we provide some front-end access into the database, but what their algorithms are, they've got the PhD.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, if it's used by really smart people like that, Apex sounds like it's a really good choice.
Oh yeah, we use it all the time. We love it, and more importantly, so do the customers.
Excellent. Anton, thank you very much for your time.
Thank
Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thanks.
Thanks.